There is a haunting stillness hidden behind Jim Carrey's smile, one that most people never recognized while he spent decades lifting the world's spirits with nothing more than a wild expression or a joke, fired off faster than anyone could. Catch. Born on January 17, 1962, in Newmarket, Ontario. He grew up as the youngest child in a family struggling to hold itself together, with a mother, Kathleen, often bedridden from chronic illness, and a father, Percy, a gifted saxophonist who gave up his musical dreams for accounting, only to be fired and thrust the Carreys into a slow, humiliating slide into homelessness that left them living in a Volkswagen bus in his sister's driveway, and later a tent by Lake Ontario, while Jim, still just a teenager, scrubbed floors and patrolled a factory as a janitor and security guard before dropping out of school at 16 to help his parents survive. Behind the silly voices and impressions was a boy terrified of repeating his father's fate. A boy who learned early that dreams die easily when fear wins, shaping the belief he would one day sum up in the words, "You can fail at what you don't want, so you might as well take a chance on what you love." A mantra driven as much by ambition as by the dread of being invisible or powerless. His rise wasn't sudden or smooth. At 10, he mailed a resume to The Carol Burnett Show and received only a polite rejection. At 15, he bombed so badly during his first stand-up set in a polyester suit. His mother chose that he nearly quit, and throughout the late 1970 seconds and early 1980 seconds, he suffered small humiliations like being rejected 3 times by Saturday Night Live, being booed off stage while opening for the rock band Gatto in 1981, and being dismissed by casting directors who found him too much, even as tiny sparks of hope appeared positive reviews in Toronto, encouragement from Yuck Yucks, and a touring invitation from Rodney Dangerfield. In 1983, he gambled everything and moved to Hollywood, performing relentlessly at the Comedy Store while studios doubted him, a struggle that echoed the fear he had carried since childhood that even giving everything might still not be enough. Then between 1990 and 1994, everything changed when In Living Color showcased his fearless characters and unleashed his energy on a national stage, followed by the impossible success of Ace Ventura, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber in 1994, hits that made him the first actor ever paid $20 million, even as he buried his mother in 1991 and his father in 1994, leaving him grieving the 2 people he had spent his life trying to make proud. His marriages crumbled under fame's pressure, and despite earning Golden Globes for The Truman Show and Man on the Moon, and redefining himself with Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, depression clung to him, deepening during his turbulent relationship with Catriona White, whose tragic suicide in 2015 led to lawsuits, accusations, leaked private messages, and a collapse so profound that Jim vanished from Hollywood, retreating into painting, solitude, and political art as he battled grief, exhaustion, and decades of emotional wounds. By 2020, he returned gently with Sonic the Hedgehog, not seeking triumph, but testing whether he still belonged in the world that once celebrated him. And by 2022, he quietly announced he was ready to retire, saying he had done enough and would return only for something written in gold ink, leaving the question hanging of whether the man who once made the world laugh will ever truly step into the spotlight again.